Hi everyone, Thrift Store Dave here. Thank you for tuning in. This week, as promised, is part 2 of my What Sold in Q4 series. Did very well on old standbys that I usually get and resell, as well as a few new things that I took some chances on that paid off nicely. So come along with me and let's see how I did. Okay, so first up we've got a Cloudveil Goose Down Puffer Jacket. Now I'm not familiar with this brand, but I did some quick research at a neighborhood garage sale, was able to grab this for just $2. Even though it had some collar wear, I learned a lesson about that, but still was able to sell it for $20. After that, I had a 1960s Vote American pinback. It was new old stock, meaning it was on its original piece of paper in which it was issued. And this was part of a last day estate sale lot that I paid $20 for everything. Just this one button in a bag of pins plus other items, I got $16 for it. Back to another gain from a neighborhood garage sale, I was able to get a vineyardvines vest that in basically unworn condition for $1. Made it very easy to accept a $16 offer. It wasn't there very long. After that, I was able to sell a 1960s Timex Marlin watch. Now, when I wound this, it worked, then it stopped working, then it was working, so I basically just listed it for parts or repair because I couldn't guarantee that it would work consistently, and I've already made my money back and then some on this lot of watches. So this was just a free $20 at this point for me to move on from it. Next, we have an old Umbro England rugby team hoodie that I was able to get for $2. Got rid of it for $15 just because it was sitting for a while and it wasn't as popular or niche as I thought it would be. What sold quicker than that was the Scooby-Doo Scooby Snack plush. Someone paid me $22 for it. I paid $3 for it, and they were so excited to get it. Apparently, there are pretty rabid Scooby-Doo collectors out there, pun intended. After that, we got a real home run. I was able to pay just $3 for this 1950s Disney Figaro the Cat figurine. It was this old ceramic piece. It was just sitting there, grabbed it, made $83 profit on it. After that, I was able to sell another piece from a $73 Goodwill lot that I bought, which consisted of a bunch of old Cleveland Indians items. This was a Nike Pro Combat dry fit shirt, and I got $25 for it. I'm up $50 on the whole lot so far. After that, I was able to sell this vintage 70s era Sears leather shop vest. This was another lot that I was able to grab a bunch of things at a garage sale, paid $25 for the whole lot. This alone sold for $20. I've sold a $60 pair of shoes from this lot, and I have more things still outstanding. All right, now it's time for another necktie rapid fire session. All of these are ties I paid $1 for a piece. First, we've got a 1980s Ralph Marlin fish tie. You see an actual fish tie and it's not stained, you buy it. You make $14 on it. Then a Canali Paisley necktie, again, $1. Was able to sell this for $30. Another Paisley tie, but by Xenia, $1. Sold it for $25. Next, I was able to sell a J. Crew lobster pattern tie. Pattern ties always go. This one went for $18. After that, I got an Art Deco tie. This was in a lot of 200 ties I paid $60 for. This tie alone went for $18. Another Ralph Marlin tie that I bought that was Formula One racing themed. That was easy. Sold within a week for $15. I bundled a bunch of jerrygarcia neckties, paid $1 a piece for them, sold a lot of 6 for $20. Next, I've got an old polo wine-themed silk necktie. That again sold to a person out in Napa Valley for $18. Did another bundle of a very interesting Georges Dubouf necktie maker. These are very vibrant. They're kind of like Garcia ones, but have their own artistic tendencies. Made $22 on this lot. Was able to bundle a no-name brand or a lesser brand of Bugatti neckties for $20 to sell just because, again, of their 90s theme. And then the last one was from the 90s. It was an Henri Matisse Fall of Icarus painting necktie. I found this at a garage sale for $1, sold it for $18. Thank you so much for watching so far. Please like the video if you've enjoyed its content and subscribe if you haven't so far. This helps keep my channel growing. It's distributed to more people who are trying to learn what goodies to buy and flip. Let's see what else I was able to sell. So next we've got a Molo Kids fighter cockpit themed shirt. This I learned about as a brand. Molo tends to have expensive kids' clothes, and I've found that in the past also I've resold very easily items that look like they are cockpit designed, fighter planes, trains, etc. Paid $8 for this, sold it for $30. After that, I've got a 1990s Chicago Bulls sweatshirt. Wasn't a huge brand like Starter, but paid $3 for this, was able to sell it pretty quickly for $20. Another example of Halloween that sells even after Halloween was this melted plastic neon pink jack-o'-lantern. It worked. Paid $4 for it, sold it for $21. Could have gotten a little more, but at least I was out from under it. And then after that was a very interesting vintage Wilson wooden tennis racket. This was a Jack Kramer fake autograph one. I got this in a Goodwill lot where I paid $43 for everything. And this item alone I didn't expect to sell, and I did for $30. What's really cool about it is that it was sold to a tennis collector all the way across the pond in the UK. Next was another home run that I hit this quarter. It was an old Austria signed blue strawberry brooch. I paid $3 for this from a junk bin. People collect these blue strawberry themed pins, and I sold this one for $70. After that, I moved on from a pair of Jose Altuve Astros bobbleheads, paid $43 for a whole lot of stuff that was baseball themed at Goodwill, and sold just these alone for $25, and I've made $160 profit on that whole lot. After that, got this 1991 Chicago Bulls Conference Championship, or Champions tank at a neighborhood garage sale. It was roached, so I kind of overpaid for it for $3, but I sold it for $23, which incidentally is Michael Jordan's jersey number. And then another one I was really proud of was this Alkalinetrio t-shirt. It is a rare shirt that was at one of their Wrigley Field concerts. Paid just $1 for this, but was able to sell it to a big-time collector for $45. Next, I was able to sell a Disney Cinderella watch. They don't all sell this well, but this one did because it was new in box, so I got $25 for it. Time for a couple more rapid-fire ties. One was a Trump Collection silk tie, paid $1, sold it for $20. After that, I found a really cool 50s or 60s floral pattern hippie tie, so like a flower power tie. Got $30 for that. And then after that, some Grateful Dead or Jerrygarcia ties are desirable on their own. So this one I did some homework, was able to sell it individually for $25. Next, I was able to sell a 1993 Hawthorne little miniature courthouse. These apparently are quite desirable. Paid only $3 for it was the key. Was able to sell it even without lights for $25. After that, I was able to sell a Harley-Davidson riding vest. I had paid $50 for a whole lot of Harley items. Sold a bunch of mini gas tanks already for $60, and I just sold this vest for $45. We're going to end with a couple Facebook Marketplace sales. One was an American Girl school desk. Paid $6 for this if you average out what I paid for at an estate sale. Got $30 cash for that. Another person bought this Volkswagen Vanagon birdhouse that I paid $3 for $20 for their spouse for Christmas. I love connecting with people on stuff like this. And then lastly, from one Rabid Cubs fan to another went this 60s or 70s folk art sign. It's a metal Cubs design with bendable lights that needs rewiring, but is a really cool piece. It already partially lights up, and I bought it for $15 and was able to flip it for $50. And that's going to wrap it up. As you can see, did very well in the second half of Q4. Sold about $1,000 worth of items that I had personally picked and resold. So I was very happy about how I did and how I'm continuing to learn. I hope you as a viewer are also continuing to learn. For those who've watched the video this far, I am going to extend an offer out to those in the Chicagoland area. If anyone wants to go with me on a pick, I think it might be a fun thing to do for a future video where I go with an audience member and we go pick together. So if anyone's interested, shoot me a message. My email is on YouTube, on my channel page, or you could send me just post a comment to the video if it's something you might be interested in. We'll see if we can get something set up. I think it could be a fun new thing to do in the new year. All right. As always, though, thanks so much for watching. Please like the video if you have, subscribe if you haven't so far, and check out my eBay store, LC208, which is the platform from which I sell all these items. Take care, guys. I'm Thrift Store Dave. See you next week.